What is going on, guys? Welcome back to yet another video, and I'm sorry, I just gotta bring back the One Piece content. I just have to, man. I just missed doing One Piece content, so here is another One Piece video, and I will definitely bring more anime content in the future. But for now, let's just worry about One Piece. So another One Piece video, another tier list video, and in today's tier list we are going to be ranking the villains in One Piece. The villains, that's right. So we've got a bunch of villains here, as you guys can see on the screen. And before we start, of course, if you guys have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe down below, because a lot of fire content is coming in the future, so stay tuned for that. And without further ado, let's just dive straight into the video. So alright, number one, we've got Mr. One. Mr. One literally at number one. So Daz Bones, yeah, I reckon I liked him, and out of every during the Alabasta arc, out of all of the Mr. whatever, he was my favorite. But of course, as the story went on, you can see Mr. Did I do that intentionally? Mr. One at one and Mr. Two at number two? Well, they should have had Mr. 3 as well, but fair enough. Alright, so yeah, as the story went on, I ended up liking Mr. 2 a lot better, but for now, Daz Bon is at B. We're gonna put him at B. Now, Mr. 2, the legend himself, Bon Clay, we are going to put Bon Clay a tier above Daz Bon. By the way, guys, big disclaimer, this list is not how strong the characters are, it's just how good they are as a villain, and how much a reader or a watcher is attached to them. So that's how I will be ranking all of these characters here. So just a disclaimer, it's not how strong these guys are, it's just how much depth, how much information we can get from them. That's just the way I see it, and how much, of course, you are attached to these villains. So yep, that's just my disclaimer. Yo, Bon Clay is just amazing, man. Just the stuff he did in Impel Down. A lot of people actually forgot what he did before during the Grand Line. How I remember Hina, the cage girl, how Hina tried to arrest the Straw Hats, but Bon Clay sacrificed himself. That was the first time he sacrificed himself. The second time was obviously in Impel Down, and yep, very good character. Number 3, Spandam. No, Spandam is just a character. You know what, let's just change the name of this tier, man. I cannot stand this guy, man. I cannot stand this Spandam guy. Probably deserves a tier of his own, not gonna lie, man. God damn, I actually do not like Spandam. The shit he did to Robin, man, how he was just abusing her the whole time. Yeah, he's just a villain that you literally hate. We never really learned anything new from him specifically. So yeah, it's just, I don't like him, man. I don't know if that's a good thing. Like, if you hate them so much, does that make them a good villain? I don't know, maybe. Next, we've got Monet. Monet was interesting. She wasn't bad, but I can't really with Punk Hazard just wasn't it with the villains and stuff, in my opinion. So yeah, but Monet was good. Monet was alright, but I like Mr. 1 better, not gonna lie. I feel like Mr. 1 is better, so Monet's gonna be at C for now. Virgo is gonna be at B. Virgo was very good just because we have more depth in Virgo. We saw Virgo in Law's past, how Law accidentally gave away Corazon's identity to Virgo, and the first time we saw a full body how do you say again? Armament? I don't know, man. The first time we saw that black khaki full body, that's Virgo. And Virgo, I think he smoked Smoker, no pun intended. He absolutely destroyed him at the end, and then Law came and Law did his thing. But yeah, Virgo at B. See, Arlong Park as a whole was a very good arc, but Arlong as a villain, I don't think he's A. I don't think Arlong is A. Arlong was kind of somewhat Luffy's first challenge. But other than that, you just don't like him because he did some really bad shit to Nami, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I reckon Arlong's B, man. If you really think about it, like, Arlong Park as a whole is an amazing arc, but Arlong as a villain, he just did some bad shit, do you know what I mean? That's all. Like, Arlong's like way better than Hody Jones. That's a fact. You know what, Arlong, I'll save him until the end. Arlong's a sticky one, because I enjoyed that arc so much, but I don't know about where I'll put Arlong. So yeah, let's just move on. Akainu. Next we've got Akainu. I reckon he is an A. Yeah, I reckon he's A, just because Akainu is like more of that villain that you just hate, you know what I mean? You just literally hate him. We don't have much depth to him. We don't know his story. We don't know he has done. We've never really seen him other than in Marineford. So, but he was really big in one arc, which impacted the whole story. So, like Akainu is like one of those characters that I would be intrigued to see again. Like I would want to see him again, because I feel like we would learn so much more when we see characters like Akainu, Blackbeard, and Aokiji. So like these characters I would love to see again. So Akainu, I don't think he's S, but he's pretty high, so I'll put him in A. Fujitora is like another character. I feel like when you see him again, you learn a lot about the world. And Fujitora is like also one of the better villains. So he's like Bon Clay, how they're kind of on the good side. You can kind of tell, do you know what I mean? Yeah, it's overall I like Fujitora, man, but I just don't think he's as good as Akainu, so I'll put him like at the bottom of the A tier. Alright, next we've got Aokiji. Aokiji, in my opinion, is an S tier villain. Now let me tell you my reasoning. So Aokiji is OP, he's strong. Every time we literally see him, we learn something new. First time we learned about Robin, how she was like a demon pretty much, how she was like the most wanted kid, so on. And then we saw him in Marineford, how powerful he was. Then we learned that he was a revolutionary. We learned more about the underworld. And yeah, Aokiji is just a very interesting character. And he also has pretty good humor, not gonna lie. Every time we see him, like it's kind of funny, not gonna lie. So Aokiji is like one of those characters there. When you see him, you don't get much time seeing him, but you learn so much from that smaller amount of time you see him. So that's why I like Aokiji. And of course his overall character is just amazing. I like her. Sengoku. Sengoku is a disappointing villain in my opinion. He's a B. I reckon he's B, but he had potential to be a lot higher. Actually, we do learn a lot from Sengoku, don't get me wrong, we do learn a lot from him. It's just, yeah, I don't. He's alright, but he's not amazing, but he's just alright. Smoker. Smoker is A. I reckon he is A. Smoker is a villain that gets a lot of screen time, compared to the others, and we see a lot of Smoker. We see we see his objectives. We even see his growth. And yeah, I just don't know what else to say about Smoker. We also learn quite a lot from Smoker as well, and I like him. I like Smoker. Smoker is a likable villain as well. So he does lose a lot. Smoker does get his ass whooped a lot. He lost to like Dragon. Obviously that was just unfair. But then he lost to like Hancock. He lost to Virgo. He's like on a losing streak. I don't think he's won a single fight as far as we know. But other than that, I like him. He's a pretty good villain. Now Zephyr, he's a movie villain, so we're not gonna count him. Crocodile. Ooh, Crocodile. I don't know if I want to put him in S or A. Damn, this is actually hard. Crocodile was a very good villain. I'm putting him in S. Crocodile, I'm putting him in S just because we've seen how evil his intentions were in Alabasta, but then he also was Luffy's first main challenge. This guy is the first person to defeat Luffy in the whole show. And honestly, like, I don't know how Luffy won that fight. Like, Blood, like now that I think about it, Blood, and I don't know. In my opinion, the Crocodile should have won that fight. I mean, there's a lot of fights that Luffy should have not won. Crocodile was one of them, but other than that, other than the fights, like everything about Crocodile was good in Alabasta. Like I remember Alabasta, there was a lot of parts where I was like, oh, just skip this part. I just want to see more of Crocodile. I want to see more of Crocodile. And then we see this guy again in Impel Down and in Marineford, and he was so good in both of those arcs, man. I cannot wait to see more of Crocodile. So yeah, in my opinion, he is S as well. Next we've got Moria. Moria, like, a lot of people don't like him, but I don't think he's that bad. It was a little disappointing though, because he was a warlord, so I was expecting a lot more from Moria. So yeah, but Moria was just, he was strong. I don't know, man. He's not as bad as everyone thinks he is, so I'm putting him in B. I reckon he's above all of these guys. Mori is not as bad as people think he is, but he's not as good as well. So that's why I'm putting him in B. Now Enel. Yo, Enel was a very, very good villain. I'm not sure if I want to put him in S or A. Damn. Like Skypiea, one of the strongest parts of Skypiea was the villain, the main villain being Enel. Ooh. I'm putting him in S. I have to put Enel in S. Enel is another fight that Luffy should have not won, in my opinion. Even despite having the advantage of rubber and you know how rubber goes through electricity, Luffy should have lost that fight just because Enel had Haki. He can't beat someone who has Haki and you don't have Haki. But you know what? Fair enough. That was early days, but fair enough. But Enel, and this guy was just fascinating. Like every single time, he can hear everything. He knows his island. Like he knows where you are. That's mad crazy. Like I don't know. Enel, I like Enel a lot. Enel is a very, very good villain. Next, we've got Perona. I like Perona. Perona is very, very good. As a villain, though, yo, Perona's. I know. Like Loki, I want to put Perona in A, but I know a lot of people are just gonna hate me for it. So, like, I understand because if I'm biased, right, I'll put Perona in A. But if I'm using my brain, I'll probably put Perona in B. Yeah, Perona is B. But just to let you guys know, Perona, she's a very good villain. I actually like her. She's a very, very likable villain. That's why I like about Perona. Don Krieg. Yeah, Don Krieg. Yeah, I'm gonna put Don Krieg at D. Morgan as well, D. Yeah, these characters just had absolutely no depth, like nothing. They just got whooped by Luffy, and that's it. They just came and went. Magellan was just strong. That's all. Like the only thing we saw from Magellan was his strength. Like he was really strong. Other than that, not much, to be honest. We didn't learn anything from him. He was just a pure powerhouse. So I'll say like Moria's better. Actually, you're probably after Moria then. Yeah, I'll put him second in B tier. Diamante. I'm putting him in C, man. Like, yeah, Diamante. Yeah, I'm just putting him at C. I've got nothing else to say. Kuro was better than these two. Kuro at least had a motive. He at least had a goal and stuff like that. He had a plan, and yeah, you get the point. So just because of that, I'm putting him in C. But he wasn't really all that either. So Wapol, I hate this guy so much. Oh my god, he's just so useless. He's weak. He's bad. Everything about him is just horrible, man. But I probably hate Spandam more. But Wapol's definitely down there. Kizaru is A. He's after Akainu. Kizaru is A because every time we see him, we learn something new, not through him, but the stuffs around him. And of course, his OP, his light, like that's probably top 3 devil fruits in the whole show. Even though like you guys can see that Akainu and Kizaru is a tier under Aokiji, and I reckon they're both stronger. So this isn't a tier in determining how strong they are. It's just everything else around it. So we saw Kizaru a lot in Sabaody, and Sabaody was just an information arc pretty much. We also saw him at Marineford. Other than that, we really haven't seen much of Kizaru. Like I want to see more of Kizaru bad. I want to see more of him. One Piece, they're kind of going away from the Navy and they're more going towards the pirate, like the Yonkos and stuff like that with Kaido, Big Mom, Blackbeard. But they're kind of going away from the Navy ever since Marineford. So I want to go back to the Navy to find out more about, you know, just about them in general, because we get a lot of juicy information. So yeah. Now Judge is interesting. He either belongs in this tier or in A, one of those two. I don't know where I want to put him, because I absolutely hate this guy so much for what this guy did to Sanji. Because on rereads and rewatches, you hate this guy even more. He told everyone that Sanji died, but instead he locked Sanji up just because Sanji never had any superpowers. just pretty much disowned him. And he's also not all that. Like, he started crying when Big Mom betrayed him. Like, either a B. No, he's not an A actually. Now I think he's not an A. He's either a B or hate so much. I'm putting him B because it feels weird putting Judge in the same tier as Wapwalla and Spandam. So Judge is in B, and he's probably I'll put him above Virgo. Yeah, probably right there. But Judge, yeah, that was a sticky one because I could have easily put him all the way down. Foxy is just D. I don't hate Foxy, so I'm not gonna put him down. But Foxy is definitely a D tier. He's funny. Like, he's not like I like him, but he's just not it for a villain. That's all I'm gonna say. Rob Lucci. Rob Lucci is A or S. They gave us a Rob Lucci flashback. They also showed how strong he was. That's the first time we saw more about the government, stuff like that, and he was a part of it. And that now he's part of CP0. So, because every time, let's say we see more of Rob Lucci, we would learn more about CP0. That means we would learn more about the government. He's one of those characters I'm intrigued to know more about, and I also seen him before and actually liked him a lot, so I reckon he's S. Yeah, Rob Lucci, but with Akainu, right? I feel like Akainu and Rob Lucci are very, very close. I don't know if Akainu should go up though. No, Rob Lucci's S. Rob Lucci's S, just because how amazing an Enies Lobby was. And Rob Lucci was a big part of it, so yeah, he's S. We've got, what's his G? I think his name is Jesus Burgies or some shit like that. So, but honestly, he's a little disappointing. Like, he's meant to be one of Blackbeard's stronger men, but then he got literally smoked by Sabo, and just overall we haven't seen much of him, so C. Katakuri, easy, probably top of the S tier, man. Katakuri, oh my god, we've seen power, we've seen his character, we've seen his determination, we've seen his fairness. Like, Katakuri, man, is top 3 villains in the whole show. Katakuri was a very, very good villain. We've also, not because he was strong and also not because of his respect, but we have also seen through him how people suffer through having different types of features on their face or bodies. In his case, he had like sharp like teeth, and when everyone saw him, they literally did a 180. And even though everyone hated him, we as viewers and readers still loved him, so that's why he's S, man. It's just, yeah, it's just Katakuri, man. It's just Katakuri. What can I say? It's just Katakuri. Now, Pudding was good. Pudding is probably top of the B, yeah. Pudding was good. Pudding had us all fooled. No, like, let's be honest, she had us all fooled. You know, just because of that, she's A. Pudding had us all fooled at the start. No one liked her as well after we found out, but then she also made us like her at the end, so Pudding is really evil, man. At the same time, she's not evil. So, and it's all thanks to Sanji, but overall, I reckon Pudding was very, very big in the Whole Cake Island arc, and I don't know if she's an A though. A or a B? Moria, yeah, I think she's in B actually, now think about it. Yeah, she's B. But overall, she was very vital in Whole Cake Island, but the reason why we like her is not because of her, is because of Sanji. That's why I'm putting her in B, not A. Kuma is A. Yeah, Kuma's probably right there. Kuma is A, man. Kuma, we learned so much. Kuma, oh my god. So ever since Kuma came, the show just went down. Like, it just had a very, very steep slope downwards. Kuma, he destroyed the whole island, the whole ship, I think, by a single compressed bomb. And then obviously we had the Kuma and Zoro fight, and then Kuma's mercy as well to towards the Straw Hats, and how Kuma pretty much saved the whole Straw Hat crew at the end of Sabaody. And then his sacrifice, was it a sacrifice? Or I don't know if it was a sacrifice, but he pretty much gave himself up to become a complete weapon for the government. So that's Kuma in a nutshell. And what I like about Kuma is his devil fruits. It's very, very unique and OP. I love it. He was very mysterious as well back then. Like, at first we thought he was good, but then we thought he was bad, but then we found he was good again. So he is a very good villain. So yeah, Shiki, he's a movie. Perospero. Perospero has been very big actually in Whole Cake Island. I feel like Perospero, after Katakuri, he's like the main secondary kind of villain, even though we had Cracker and Smoothie. But I feel like Perospero just had much more scenes, much more vital scenes, and he's also pretty strong as well. So Hody Jones is, he's just just the way he gets stronger, using drugs to get stronger. Like, seriously, man, come on, bro. Hody Jones is yep. Alright, we've got Dofi. Doflamingo, he tops the whole list. In my opinion, Doflamingo is the best villain in the whole entire show. We have so much depth behind Doflamingo. We see why he's so messed up in the head. He was always kind of messed up, but we get to see why through his parents moving away from the Celestial. I think they were part of the Celestial Dragons and they wanted to have a peaceful life, and Dofi absolutely hated that. So he ended up killing his father. And then we've seen him with Law, all the shit he has done then. So all that, man, as a character, he is a very defined character. That's why I love Doflamingo. And Doflamingo is a pure tyrant, man. This guy's evil to the max. And even though he's so evil, he still has that goodness inside of him towards his own crew. Like, he cares about his crew so much. That's what I love about Dofi, because I feel like a lot of other villains, they just don't care. They're very selfish, but Doflamingo actually cares about his crew. That's why I like Dofi. And we also know his relationship with Corazon. There's so much stuff about Dofi that makes him the best villain in the show. He is a very well written, defined, just overall the best villain. And of course, he was very strong. I feel like Doflamingo did not have the best devil fruit in the show, but the way he uses his devil fruits is just pure genius, man. I can go all day on why Doflamingo is the best villain in the whole show, despite him being in an arc that I did not like that much. But he was just so good. He literally made the whole arc better. And also one more thing, when he came to Dressrosa, we saw how he took over Dressrosa, how he used the king. Like, this guy is just pure mad. It's just good, man. He's so good how bad he is, and with good reason as well. Like, I don't know, man. I've said enough. Doflamingo, without a doubt, is the best villain in the whole show so far. Alright, next we've got Kaido. Kaido. Where should I put Kaido? He's either A or S. He's definitely the strongest character at the moment in the whole show. He's definitely the strongest. See, with Kaido, he's just... I feel like even Akainu is a better villain than Kaido so far, because obviously the impact that he had in the whole show by just doing one thing. So... Listen, Kaido, I need to see more of Kaido. The show is still going on, the Wano is still going on, even in the manga it's still going on. I feel like Kaido has potential to move up to S, but since, even with Big Mom, both Big Mom and Kaido, same thing, we need more time to see them. I feel like with Kaido and the other Yonkos as well, we need to see more of their motives, their flashbacks, their characters. You know what, let's just do Big Mom as well. Big Mom, let's just do her as well. Big Mom, I'm putting her right there. Let's talk about Kaido and Big Mom together. With Big Mom, I was really disappointed when we saw her past. Her past was very weak. I did not like her past at all. It just didn't define her. Like, I feel like Big Mom is just a villain, a strong villain just for the sake of it. I don't know, with Big Mom and Kaido, we just don't learn much new things as well. We just know that they're strong, they're OP, they're Yonkos, that's it, man. But even despite all that, being a Yonko just puts you so high and so noticeable. That's why they are in A. But if they were like a warlord or something else, they would have been like in B or some shit, you know? Because they are so powerful and they are so impactful in the One Piece world, that's why I'm putting them in A, bare minimum. But like I said, both of them has potential to go up, especially Kaido, because with Big Mom, I'm really disappointed in her flashback. Yeah, it's very disappointing, but like I said, Kaido does have potential. I want to learn about Kaido's past. His past is intriguing me. I want to know, man. And All I'm saying, in the manga right now, Kaido's going crazy, bro. Kaido, like, he has potential. Big Mom, I'm not gonna lie, I just expected more from her. Ever since that call in Fishman Island where Luffy picked up the phone and he declared Fishman Island as his territory, that's when I was very excited for Big Mom, but it is what it is. Alright, so next we've got Smoothie. Smoothie, disappointing, especially knowing she was one of the Sweet Commanders. We saw Cracker and Katakuri, we saw how strong they were, and Smoothie, she was just, yeah man, we just haven't seen much of her, so C. Yeah, Smoothie is a C. I feel like even we know more about Prospero, and he has more important moments than Smoothie, so that's why she's in C. Treble. Sugar, she was very vital, but other than that, no depth, nothing like that, no background. She was there for literally one purpose, so C. Sugar is a C. Gin or Jin, I don't know, but you were better than Dom Creek, so you're in C, but you were still trash though. So yeah, you're in C though. Van Deckerman or Van der Deckerman? I don't know, man. It's the guy who throws axe with the target fruits. So with him, I would put C. Douglas Bullet, he is a movie villain, but he would be really high. But if you guys have not watched Stampede movie, watch it, man. That movie was crazy. Kanjiro, we never knew this guy was a villain. I feel like he's a very good villain. When you think about it, he was a solid villain, bro. Damn, this is actually hard. Yeah, I'm doing Kanjiro with Arlong, bro. I feel like with Kanjiro and Arlong, they're just very hard, bro. So yeah. Now, Jack is B. I would say Jack is B. Actually, why is Prospero so low? I just realized Prospero is like at least there. Yeah, Prospero is there, and Jack is going to be under Judge. Yeah, Jack is there. Honestly speaking, with Jack, when we first saw this guy's bounty, that was hype. 1 billion, but 1 billion, like, that was crazy, but I just expected more from a 1 billion man. He pretty much cheated. He cheated, and yeah, he just wasn't all that. Like, he has a good devil fruit, he has a good bounty on him, but we just don't know anything about this guy really, other than being one of Kaido's at the time, who was Kaido's right-hand man. But clearly, King and Queen are much stronger than this guy. We can just tell, and we also know more about King and Queen rather than Jack. And we know that Ashura did also do some damage to Jack as well. So Jack is just not all that in my opinion. So he's B. He might even be C, not gonna lie, bro. Perona's better than Jack. Sengoku's better than Jack. Yeah, he's C, bro. Jack is I didn't realize Jack is disappointing, bro. Blackbeard. Blackbeard is second. I reckon he's the second best villain in the whole show. My top 3 villains in One Piece is Dofi, Blackbeard, and Katakuri, man. Blackbeard, listen, he is so interesting. We don't know what this guy's goal is, bro. Every single time. Okay, let's just go through Blackbeard. We saw this guy first at Jaya. He was encouraging Luffy to follow his dreams and told him that pretty much said a pirate's dreams never end. So he was very interesting from then. And then he wanted to capture Luffy because he wanted the Warlord title, but then instead of Luffy, he went after Ace and succeeded. Then we found out that he had the dark fruit. So straight away we thought it was evil, fair enough, we didn't like him, okay, fair enough. But when he came to Impel Down, right? Impel Down, when he lost to Magellan, and then he after Shiryu came back with the antidote and revived all of them, he was like, oh, everything's going according to my plan. Like, bro, what are you planning? What are you planning? Did you actually plan all that? Like, and then after Impel Down, we saw him at Marineford, and he came at the end, killed Whitebeard and took his powers and pretty much became overpowered. But we still don't know what this guy's true motive is. Like, Blackbeard is going to be Luffy's final fight. That, in my opinion, Blackbeard is going to be Luffy's final fight. He is going to be the main villain as the show goes on, and every single time we see Blackbeard, we just find out something new, or we want to find out something new. Do you know what I mean? So, in my opinion, Blackbeard is not better than Dofi at the moment. Blackbeard has crazy potential. I reckon he could easily overtake Dofi. I just want to find more about Blackbeard. I feel like the more we learn about Blackbeard, the more shocking the information will be. So like with Blackbeard, I don't like him, yeah? He obviously did something crazy, and like obviously with Ace and stuff and Whitebeard, but I cannot wait to see more of Blackbeard. So if a villain does that to you as a reader and a watcher, he has to be a good villain, bro. He has to be. So that's why he's easily an S, and not only that, a top 3, top 2 potentially. So yeah, bro, Blackbeard, very excited for him. Now Caesar. See, Caesar is one of the weaker villains in my opinion in terms of strength, even though he had more potential. Like, he can control gas, like he can stop oxygen and all that stuff, but other than that, it's a bit disappointing. But I don't think it's C though. He's, yeah, I'll put him here. I'll put him a B. Alright, next we got Buggy. Buggy, he's a troll kind of character, I understand that, but he is a villain at the end of the day, and if I was to place him, I would put him at B. I'll put him at B, man. I feel like Buggy, overall, you know, there was one theory that I heard, like with Buggy, yeah, because since Buggy loves to take credit from other people that he never even contributed to. Luffy, he used up so much of his life during Marineford, how Ivankov gave him those hormones, and obviously Gear Second, how that takes away his lifespan. So Luffy's not gonna live for long, right? And Luffy, he's gonna find the One Piece. Then just before and just after he's gonna die, and Buggy's gonna take all that credit, and he's like, oh, I found the One Piece. I don't know, man, but I feel like Buggy's gonna do some shit like that at the end. Buggy's just always there. Like, you always like, how did he become a warlord? Like, he's just Buggy, bro. He's just Buggy. Alright, last two, Kanjuro and Arlong. Kanjuro? Alright, Kanjuro, I'm gonna put him in B. Yeah, Kanjuro is gonna be a B. I feel like I'll appreciate Kanjuro a lot more when I rewatch everything from Dressrosa, and then I'll be like, oh shit, he is A or some shit like that. But right now, since I don't like him, like I've got something against him right now, I'm gonna put you at B. I'm gonna put you at B. And actually, I don't know, bro. Kanjuro, yeah, stuff it. Kanjuro's A. Just because how clever this guy is, just because how can you fake emotions like that, bro? And this guy as well, he faked his drawing. His drawing was all an act. When he finally revealed his true motives and identity, his drawings were pinpoint. And in the manga, he's doing some crazy shit, bro. So yeah, I reckon he's A. Now, finish it off, Arlong. Arlong, in my opinion, it does not belong in the same tier as all of these characters here. People might have put Moria in C, but I feel like Moria is just very underrated, man. I was disappointed, but he's not all that bad. And I reckon Moria is better than Arlong as a villain, even Magellan. Perospero as well, and not Bon Clair. I'll put Arlong right there. Arlong is right there. And Kanjuro is better than Smoker, right there. I'll put Kanjuro right there. And there you go, guys. That's my One Piece villain tier list. Let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of people will disagree, but hey man, that's just, a list is a list. That's my list. Your list might be different. Let me know down in the comments below. I would love to see if you guys would have changed some spots, but yeah, I feel like the top 3 villains of the whole show is Doflamingo without a doubt so far, and then we've got Blackbeard coming at second. I feel like he has potential to overtake Doflamingo easily if we learn more about him. And Katakuri is just there because just of his power, his character. Yeah, he's just there because he's just Katakuri. And yeah, those are my top 3. And guys, let me know your top 3 villains in the whole show. Yeah, I would just love to read your comments about, you know, your top 3 villains of the whole show. So yeah, there's my list, and thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, make sure to give me a big likes. If you guys have not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button down below and turn damn, I've been talking for way too long. And yeah, just turn that bell thingy on, so every time I upload a video, you guys will be notified. You should have like a bell ringing on your notifications. I don't know if it actually rings, but yeah, just put the bell on, yeah? I'll see you guys in the next video then. Take care now. Bye.